Regarding the biodiversity conservation, let's take the example of the project in Malaysia. It brings a comprehensive approach in order to support improvement of policies and implementation systems. On the world's third largest island, Borneo, stands Southeast Asia's highest peak, Mount Kinabalu. Swathed in rainforest, Borneo is one of the world's richest areas for biodiversity. However, the precious natural landscape has been lost, threatened by the human development. Forests have been cut down for lumber or turned into palm oil plantations. Due to this, wild animals have lost their habitats. Sabah, in the northeast of the island, has seen a dramatic reduction in its forests area over the last 50 years. In order to protect Borneo's biodiversity, a program has begun to counteract the depletion. It's called Bibek, or the Borneo Biodiversity and Ecosystems Conservation Program. Bibek aims to protect the local biodiversity by promoting cooperation between the various administrative organizations involved in the field and dissolving the barriers between them. Phase 1 was carried out between February 2002 and January 2007. Cooperation was offered in 4 major areas: research and education, park management, wildlife habitat management, and public awareness. The Crocker Range National Park in western Sabah is one place where the results of Bibek's work can be seen. A new management system was brought in which aimed to secure the participation of the local residents. The system unified nature with agriculture, housing, and tourism. There were several villages in the region that had been practicing slash-and-burn agriculture. Instead of evicting residents from the national park area, the new system recognized their right to use forest resources in their traditional way that is vital and small-scaled. And additionally, the residents were brought in to join the conservation work. For example, environmental education was offered, focusing on forest use and conservation, which led to residents planning and providing eco-tours. The University Malaysia Sabah is also taking part in Bibek. The university is carrying out research to determine how many different kinds of creatures live in the forests of Borneo. The data is shared with other biodiversity conservation organizations and is helping to educate many new researchers.
We have seen how in Vibec Phase 1 it was very successful. Several things was in place. The integration. See, before we don't work very much together for conservation, but under Vibec Phase 1 we work very much together, and we feel the importance of working together for conservation.
Bibec Phase 2 began in October 2007 on the basis of Phase 1's achievements. Many more administrative agencies and NGOs have joined the project, enabling the Sabah state to build a strong framework for the further conservation of biodiversity. The focus of the program has now shifted to setting up an effective implementation system. In the first workshop, the results of Phase 1 were reported and the issues surrounding Phase 2 were discussed.
Then status of activities to enable.
I think because Bibek 1 has been very successful, so I think for Bibek 2 we have to improve what we have, whatever results we obtained during Bibek 1, we should move further in Bibek 2.
We hope to get cooperation, close cooperation from all agencies involved.
ビベックのフェーズ1では、必要なですね、技術というものをサバ州側にお伝えしたんですけれども、それをベースにしまして今度はその技術を使ってですね、州全体のシステムというものを作り上げていくというところが違います。それをですね、包括的にやっているこの Bibek というものを一つのモデルとして考えてくださるとすればですね、他の国で自然保護のプロジェクトを立ち上げるときにどの辺がですね出発点であって、それに到達するのにどの辺が一番必要で重要であり、効果的なこの支援かというのを考えてくださいますと、プロジェクトとしてですね効果的なデザインができるのではないかというふうに考えます。